Assalamu alaikum and a very pleasant morning to all. I am Hiba Resli of class 8E. Today, we, the students of 8E, are going to present some programs in front of you to make you aware about the World Day of Social Justice. Does anyone know what is meant by the word social justice? Social justice is the view that everyone deserves equal economic, political, and social rights and opportunities. It aims to open the doors of access and opportunities for people, particularly those in greatest need. To understand more about this day, we have some programs for you. First of all, let me call upon Master Junaid Ahmed Shejin to speak about the importance of World Social Justice Day. Junaid, please.
Morning to one and all present here. I am Junaid Shejim from Ansar English School. Today I'd be speaking a few words about the World Day of Social Justice. World Day of Social Justice is an international day recognizing the need to promote social justice, which includes the efforts to tackle issues such as poverty, gender inequalities, exclusion, unemployment, and to encourage human rights and social protection. On 26 November 2007, the United Nations General Assembly declared that from the starting of the 63rd session, 20th February will be celebrated as the World Day of Social Justice annually. This year's World Day of Social Justice theme is, "If you want peace and development, work for the social justice." The ILO, the International Labour Organization, has estimated that over 2 billion people live in fragile and conflict-affected situations, for whom more than 400 million are aged 15 to 29. Better access to jobs, better quality jobs for the bottom 40% have the potential to increase the income value and to contribute to more cohesive and equitable societies. It is also important to prevent violent conflicts and to address post-conflict challenges. On the World Day of Social Justice, there are media campaigns to raise awareness for a better social justice both within nations and between nations, promoting human rights, removing artificial or social barriers based on race, gender, religion, and standing up for the rights of migrants, disabled, and elderly are the most addressed theme every year. It is so crucial to observe this injustice prevalent in not only our country, in our world. So, my dear friends, I hope you take this topic with much concern and do whatever you can to make this world a better place. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Junaid. Now let me invite Fatima Abubakar with a wonderful presentation for further enlightenment.
On this day of the World Day of Social Justice, let me address some of the common injustices. The first one is gender inequality. Gender inequality has been a social issue in India for centuries. In India, female feticide and infanticide are very prevalent, in which girl children are killed as infants or even as fetuses, which makes up the highly skewed child sex ratio, where for every 1,000 boys in India, there are only 908 girls. Patriarchal norms have marked women as inferior to men. A girl child is considered as a burden to the family. Many girls across India do not have the opportunity to go to school. Even if some complete compulsory education, they are not allowed to continue their studies or pursue a career. Many girls are married off at a very young age. This kind of gender discrimination is also seen in workplaces where female workers on an average get paid less than male workers. Although people across the world are actively fighting against this evil, there is still a lot of work to be done to ensure gender equality in India. The second social injustice is racism. Racism is the belief that groups of humans possess different behavioral traits corresponding to physical appearance and can be divided based on the superiority of one race over another. It may also mean prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against other people because they are of a different race or ethnicity. It is more prevalent in mixed societies as in that of the Western countries. You all must have heard about the death of George Floyd in America, which led to the Black Lives Matter movement. This unfortunate event is an example of the discrimination and violence against the black community in US. In fact, Asians, Indians, Latinos, Arabs, etc. have also been victims of racism throughout history. We must all come together to eradicate this injustice. The third case of social injustice is quite familiar to us. It is unique in India and have tormented thousands and thousands of people over centuries. Yes, it is the caste system. Casteism refers to one-sided loyalty in favor of a particular caste. Casteism leads the member of one caste to exploit the member of the other caste for their own vested interest in the name of superiority or inferiority. Casteism demands that individuals cannot choose their own occupation. The people belonging to the lowest caste, the Dalits, have been treated as untouchables. They were denied many human rights and were violated and exploited by the upper caste. Although the government is actively trying to kill this evil, it sadly continues to persist in India. We should all join our hands to do our maximum to eradicate casteism from our country. There are many widely prevalent cases of social injustice all over the world, such as poverty, human rights violation, less opportunities for education, discrimination against religion, unequal treatment during legal procedures. We, as students, must play our part to eradicate all types of injustice from the world. Let's join hands for the same. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Fatima. Now let me call upon Aisha Anis with some messages and quotes.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Aisha Anis and I'm here to give you messages and quotes of some famous personalities on the World Day of Social Justice. Messages. For the year 2018, the message was Workers on the Move, the quest for social justice. If you want peace and development, work for social justice was the message for the year 2019. Closing the inequalities gap to achieve social justice was the message for the year 2020, and a call for social justice in the digital economy is the message for the year 2021. A few quotes on social justice by some famous personalities. Social justice cannot be attained by violence. Violence kills what it intends to create. Pope John Paul II. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Words by Martin Luther King Jr. There can be no peace without justice and respect for human rights. Iron Khan. I am a social justice supporter, but there is no social justice on a dead planet. Words by Douglas Tompkins. Thank you.
Thank you, Aisha. Now let us enjoy a beautiful recitation by Amal Abdul Nasser.
Social Justice Day. Justice is a crystal ball, not a brick throne. It is a promise of this will be. There will be no need for tears shed in mourning. Justice is a hand extended and not an open wound. Justice is the final mirror for everyone, anywhere to see. Justice is a whisper. Justice is a shout. Justice is a fist raised. Justice is a head bowed. Justice is a statue. Justice wears a blindfold. But in hands of humans, justice is a nose. Justice is a handcuff. Justice is a prison cell. Justice is a hollow cry. Justice is a bitter lie. Thank you.
Thank you, Amal. I hope you all have enjoyed our program and I hope that you have taken this matter seriously and will do something to end this shaming policy. Thank you, Disha Miss, for your support and coordination, and thank you all for being with us here today. So let justice prevail. Jai Hind.